Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
So this matchup is pretty similar to last year, going on the road against a Big Ten team. What is the preparation like this year, especially since it's in the middle of the week, and how's it going to be different compared to Northwestern?
I would just say the biggest difference is we're just super bought into everybody just doing their job this year. Nobody trying to be superstars. Nobody doing too much, too little. Every time we bring in the circle, I just, one of my biggest things is just all day. So each period, we're going one play at a time. I mean, it's not going to be perfect day one. And I think we know that. And I communicate to all my guys when we mess up, like, you're good. Like, we got all day, all week to get this right. Game day's not till Thursday. And I think that's the biggest thing is preparation is going to be huge this week. Watching film, studying on your own time. I think that's the biggest difference this year.
And then over the summer, you've been able to practice, kind of walk around campus with no one here. Students are obviously moving back in. Are you a little excited to have more of a packed Oxford and kind of getting ready for the home crowd?
Yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm a chill guy. I kind of stay out the way, so it's kind of the same for me. I love the stadium environment, being able to be with the guys. We got a lot of younger guys this year, so being able to have them come along and understand that even though we got a nice environment, like you still got to be able to lock in. And I think that's the big thing. I seen an interview the other day. I can't remember which coach it was, but it's like, especially a place like Wisconsin, you know how big that atmosphere is going to be. It's like, can you handle that environment while still doing your job? And I think that's very important for us, and I think we'll be able to this year.
Eli, talk about your role on this team for this year. What can you kind of expand on that?
I think this year was a big step for me, just trying to be a leader, but at the same time, not trying to do too much. When I came up as a freshman, we had guys like Ryan McWood, that was a seventh year, Sally, so they kind of taught me everything it was about being a leader, like not trying to tell everybody that, bigger, better than them, but it's a team thing. It's I'm no better than anybody next to me, and we're going to do this together. And I feel like, when things get tough, it's 4th and 1, I can count on my guys, and they can count on me, and that's all it's about.
Can you analyze the offseason and kind of leading up to here? What's that been like for the Miami Redhawks?
The DBs was in here every morning, 7 o'clock. No games played. I think that we needed the extra work, and the extra work paid off every single day. I mean, some of the guys didn't want to, but we needed it. And it definitely paid off. Just ball disruption, all that. Just, put in that work just a little bit, just 1%, just allows you to grow. And then, game week, we're ready to
go. You managed to come up with some big plays last year. What do you feel best about as far as your development? What has helped you become the player you are now as compared to when you came into the program?
I would just say purely confidence. My play style has always been more of a smart IQ type of player. I know it's coming, but now it's just like I got to trust myself, and that's what I do. Especially with Coach Zane behind me, he's been really big on just building my confidence and, just believe what you see. That's kind of what it is. Allow your keys to take you to the play. I think a lot of times people get so focused on just making a play that, you forget your actual job. And we kind of stacked on just do your 111th and the plays don't come to you. And I think that's what helped me the most is I just do my job and the plays come to me. And when it's time to make a play, I'm going to make it,
DQ, new season for you, new uniform. What's the preparation been like for you in red?
Each and every day just, coming in the morning, going over the script, going over the plays, and, going on the whiteboard, just drawing up every defense that I know that possibly might face. So just understanding that and just really stacking days and just being diligent and being consistent with, my time and, just really just put my head down working.
What do you think your role is for this program right now? And obviously, you're the leader on the offensive side of things, but can you kind of hone in on what your role will be for the Miami Redhawks this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like I said, being that leader, being that vocal leader, not being selfish, not worrying about me, but worrying about the guys, the team as well. I might be frustrated about a play, but I know that I can't let everybody else see me like that, and I got to just stay positive, stay on a positive route, and just rallying the guys around me because, we feed off energy. We feed off each other. So just being that that energy, that charismatic guy, and just really just being that positive enforcer. So, yeah.
Now that you're getting to the end of the summer, how would you describe that connection with the wide receivers, especially the new guys, the transfers?
It's been real good, like I said, just like me being diligent as far as, just being consistent with our timing, going over the film and stuff like that, and just really, just keeping the board, just like I said, just putting my head down. We all just been, chopping wood, carrying water. So, and just like the new ounces of everything, what we may see on the field, coming back over, talk it out, stuff like that, over communicate as well. I feel as though that's a big factor with us. And that's what really get us on the same page. And, next play, it may be a big play, so that's what I'm really confident and excited about, because, like, the next play could really be a big play, so.
And then going into Wisconsin Big Ten Stadium with that crowd like that, how do you plan on keeping yourself grounded? How does the team plan on keeping yourself grounded, especially for you as a first-time player at Miami?
Yeah, doing our 111, doing our job, not really, trying to focus on everybody, just trying to make the big play. Do your job, and the big plays will come along. Just trust each other, and like I said, just do your 111. So that's what we're big on.
How big of an adjustment was it for you to come from the other systems that you've been with into the Miami system?
It was a big adjustment, as far as verbiage wise. I never had that, Miami is more, I would say, more of a NFL prone type of system. The other schools, it may be a couple words, but it's a whole, it's a whole sentence, and maybe even more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's really NFL prone. And I really like that, and I really honed into it, and I really love it here. So I can really say I adjusted really well. So.
You've had a spring and a fall to be around the guys now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the potential for the running backs and receivers, that you're going to work with?
I feel confident in them. Kenny Tracy, like he's really coming along, and the guys behind him are rallying along as well. Josh Ringer, like those guys are really rallying along. Our receivers, they're, like I said, we feed off energy. So like Cam Perry, Dion, Brady, like those guys, Keith, like those guys really like are big time players, and you never know, like I said, one play could be a big play for those and for them. So that's why I said, like, I'm really confident in them, and I can't wait to week one. I can't wait. So
You're known for, your running to a certain extent, escapability, right, and so forth. How do you feel about being able to have a balanced effort week to week?
Just keep the defense on their toes. They don't know what to expect. They don't know if I might get it, or running back, like I said, running backs might get it, or our receivers making plays on the perimeter. So it just keep the defense on their toes, and it just, it's gonna be scary. That's all I can say. I don't want to say too much. So yeah, it's gonna be real good.